A bare stage. A young man faces the audience and begins talking as if his lover is standing in the audience.
Uh, I forgot to tell you, I have plans to go rent bicycles with Bernardo. We're going to start at Will Rogers State Beach in Pacific Palisades and take the trail to Venice Beach. I would have asked you to come, but I know your knees can't handle bicycling. You need to talk to me? Mm, Can I wait till I get back from the beach? I told Bernardo we would meet at 11. Are you accusing me of something, Isaac? Do you have a problem with me being friends with Bernardo? I thought you were happy because I had someone else to rely on besides you. You know what? I don't want to talk about this right now. I have to go meet him now. Goodbye.
Lights dim and then come up again.
Isaac, I've wanted to talk to you about this, but I couldn't get up the courage. I've been spending a lot of time with Bernardo. Your traveling was getting to me. And I know we tried to do things together, like reading the same book or watching the same movie. And you were tired when you got home. Plus, on the mornings when you were traveling, you went to bed really early because you had to get up at 4 in the morning. I was lonely. I should have talked to you about it. I just didn't want to bother you. You seemed really happy getting away from your desk. Anyway, I liked spending time with Bernardo because we had that Hispanic connection. We liked the same music, Ricky Martin, Prince. Yes, I know you're going to say you try to keep up with current artists, but I could tell you'd rather be listening to old Motown or some Broadway stuff. Don't get me wrong, I really don't care about the generation gap. It's not important to me.
Pablo pauses, pours some water into a cup and sips.
Bernardo kept telling me about all these guys he's dated and his sexual experiences. I felt really uncomfortable, especially because you're the only person I've ever slept with. I was afraid to tell him that, but he kind of guessed and said, I can see you really love Isaac, but haven't you ever wondered what it would be like to have sex with someone your own age and who's Latin? You're so young, and to never have sex with anyone else. I mean, you're like a girl from the 1950s who waited to have sex until she was married, and that was it. To go through your whole life without any experiences, it would be a crime. I didn't know what to say. I wondered what was going on, and then he tried to kiss me. Then I understood. Before I could do anything, he grabbed hold of me and began to kiss my lips. Um, I was torn. I didn't know what to do. I have to be honest with you, Isaac. I was getting turned on.
Pablo stops and is about to leave the stage to run after his lover.
Don't walk away, Isaac. It's like when you tell me not to throw a tantrum. Just hear me out. Bernardo was so different from you. You're gentle and slow and sensual, never forcing yourself on me. You always ask me what I want to do. He was rough. I almost felt like I was being attacked, but I enjoyed it. At the same time, I knew it was wrong. I love you so much, and I didn't want to do anything that would jeopardize our relationship. I pushed him away and I told him I didn't want to do this. I have a lover. He looked surprised and said, I thought this is what you wanted. You were giving me signs that you wanted sex. I couldn't remember ever telling him that. I firmly told him no, and that if he ever tried that again, we couldn't be friends anymore. He smiled and said he understood. This thing with Bernardo happened a month ago. We still saw each other in conversion class at the synagogue, but didn't do anything outside of class. I guess it was awkward.
Pablo clenches his fist so that the white of his knuckles appears. He walks around the stage until he calms down.
I was so mad at you this morning that you were thinking I would cheat on someone I love. After Bernardo called, we made plans together. I was angry with you. Halfway through the day, we found a safe place to lock our bikes near the Venice canals. Bernardo said it was one of his favorite places. I felt like I was in another country. It was so serene. And all those different bridges. Every house had a dock and some kind of boat. We must have had an hour strolling. And then we found a private spot. I grabbed Bernardo's hand and I told him I really liked him. At, at first, when I kissed him, it felt strange. His tongue and his smell were so different. I never kissed anyone besides you, Isaac. The newness got me excited. Then Bernardo grabbed my crotch. I got scared. He could tell I was shaking and I started crying. Then he stopped and said, No, you were right. I can see how much you love Isaac. I don't want to be responsible for you guys breaking up. I know you're mad at him. Just go back and tell him why you're angry. And then he said, God, you're so lucky that you have someone. I'm 26 and I've never had a steady boyfriend, just hookups. I worried about him being safe, but he assured me he always used a condom. Thank God. He was a mensch. That's the right word, isn't it? So I didn't do anything stupid. I hope we can have makeup sex. But for now, can we just cuddle? It's one of my favorite things that we do together.
Pablo runs off stage into the audience.
And now, possession.
This is
Well, what do you want to know?
I liked it. It was good.
Yes, it was very well done. This is
Yeah,
with
very
Todd,
well
right?
done.
The,
Yes.
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
that's
I think
really tough.
he really made us believe
Uh, That's a
that he
tough
was
selling
talking
point.
to this guy Isaac. So,
Yeah, yeah.
So, what made
Yes.
you decide to do this as a monologue and not a two-person play?
um, I just I took it from a novel that I've written called Converso Jews, and it was a something like a monologue in the novel. It was so dramatic to me, and I don't usually like one person shows, but it just was a good opportunity for him to
Bless you.
show off his talents as an actor, Todd, and any actor, and so that's why it just seems even more dramatic than if Isaac was there just listening. I think that the way Todd did this and the way it's written, you you really you see this relationship, you know everything about this relationship from what the character Pablo is saying.
How'd you feel about it, Todd?
Well, at first, I wasn't even sure that it was okay to do that format in this group, to be honest, because I know that we probably like to do pieces where you can get more actors involved. So that was my first thought when he asked me about it. But
We've done other monologues here.
I said, I liked it. I mean, I looked at it like kind of a little bit of a challenge because a monologue, you want it to seem like it's a scene more than a monologue because there is somebody else who should be there. So
Right.
that should be people should perceive that. So I don't know what else to say.
So Gordon, for you then, since he is talking to someone,
Right.
which is kind of different from a usual monologue. It's usually someone sort of being introspective. So with him, it's like he's being active with the audience. So are you thinking for this character that what he's saying is not to the person that he's talking to, but what he's saying is to the audience to think.
No, my thinking, what I wanted is that he's talking to Isaac the whole time, and I would love the drama of at the end of him running off stage to Isaac, and then making up. So that's my fantasy if it was ever done as a production. So
Sure. Yeah.
I
It
thought
did it.
go
Oh, go
ahead,
ahead.
Corey.
It did like it was first Todd, excellent, like really really compelling to
Mhm.
watch
Yes.
and but it did really add to the tension of like, is he gonna be forgiven for this? Forget, if
Yeah.
you think he needs to be forgiven, but like that's kind of what he's doing is he's sort of like confessing that he did this and explaining why. And it really adds to the like tension and drama of like, will he be accepted because we can't see him. We don't know what the other
oh,
character is doing. So we only rely on what Todd is kind of reflecting back potentially. So yeah, it was cool. It was interesting. I
I
liked it.
thought it
thanks.
was super interesting, and I thought
Yes.
it made a variety of points, like when he was making and telling his story. And so there was so much variation that it was not just, it wasn't rote or just boring in a way that monologues can be, because you see some monologues one person
Yeah,
doing where you're like, oh, that's boring. But I felt there was enough levels to this that it was very interesting to watch.
thank,
And your
I think
performance
I
was
could
great. So
I could understand
yeah.
the way he was delivering the lines. You felt that there was another presence there, and he was
Yes.
counting what he was saying,
Yes.
trying to
Yes.
not say the wrong thing. It was really well
Exactly.
done.
Yeah.
It was good.
thanks.
So Todd, do you think if you had the opportunity to do this on stage, do you think you would focus on someone in the audience?
Hmm.
No, I'd have somebody. I mean, whoever I would imagine would be placed in the back of the house, probably
Hmm.
not in the audience, but not to where it looks like I'm looking over the audience's head or anything. But no, I wouldn't do it that way unless I was directed to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it'd be up to the director, probably. And I guess you could do it a couple different ways and see what works the best. Um,
In the set, you could have a dark area
Yeah,
implying a
right,
person's there.
right.
yeah.
Oh,
That would be good.
Because I guess I was just going back to my original question was, are you, it, would it be like the audience is sitting there listening to this being spoken, and maybe they're deciding in their own heads, would I forgive this? Or did this happen to me and did I forgive them? Or,
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
that's
Hmm.
that's hmm.
but I guess it would depend on how much the audience would uh, connect to
Yeah.
the stage.
Mm.
It's good. Interesting.
Yeah, because I guess, yeah, I mean, that's a great point. You're kind of like turning the audience, all of them, into Isaac, basically. Each of them is Isaac and
Yeah.
how they each respond. But yeah, that's
Oh
cool.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Wow.
Okay.
Thanks.
Um, I had a discussion recently from one of our members who felt that this group was falling apart. And I'm
Really?
Oh,
wondering if anyone else had those feelings, like
No.
uh, uh, not enough different writers getting on, getting
Huh.
opportunities, and well, she challenged the ideal of the quality of some of the writing, but I, I don't want to try and control that.
I think where our group is good and the writers get honors who submits. I think it's good.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, that's the idea is
I'm like,
read
okay.
it and give the writers suggestions maybe. And but yeah, nothing's going to be perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's perfect, they wouldn't need us.
That's a good point. That's a
Yeah, I mean,
good
just
point.
I think this was it last year? I don't remember, but there was a period where it seemed like we were so like booked, like we were like months booked out.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
And we're not that now, but I don't think that means the group's like deteriorating.
No.
I just think that
no.
I don't know. I mean, you can only write so fast. I don't know. I'm a very slow writer, so I've only had one thing read here. So yeah, I didn't have that I didn't have that perception.
Okay.
I don't either. I love this group. Come on.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
It's
Yeah.
really fortunate that we have each other. We're all in different places. I just love it.
Absolutely.
The blizzard out. I can't get out my driveway, so I can
I
see
can't either, so I'm with you.
I also mentioned to that person, I said, well, like Corey said, we had a situation, last year where too many writers were putting in. And I said, yeah, but what we did was if you didn't get in on that month, your name and piece would go to the top of the list for next month. And then
Excellent.
that's how we would
Yeah.
Yeah,
continue it. So,
yeah.
It's fair. You do a great job sorting it out.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, really, Stephen.
And
Congress,
judging by today alone, the writing in this group, come on,
yeah.
is
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
very strong. It's very,
Yeah.
very
Yes.
strong.
it's
So
fun. As an actor, it's fun.
that's right. It wouldn't be fun if
Very
the writing
fun.
sucked. So
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no, I look forward to getting a chance to play a character from any one of these writers.
Yeah.
I agree.
And Chuck, I did direct message you with the link,
I know.
and I responded to your request for the link.
No. This month I got it, but the month before, for like December, for some reason,
Okay.
I never saw. I kept going in, which is why I kept bugging. Does anybody know?
You have
Chuck,
you have
Chuck, I think you missed. It lives in the same place if you click on the featured button in the
Right.
group. It's not
That's
the,
right.
it's not
I
the
couldn't
default.
find a featured button in my page.
Oh, you can't. Okay, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because I've been getting it for the year, how long I've been here. I've been getting it every month.
so Chuck, you do have my email, right?
I've got your email.
Okay. So just send me a reminder and email, and I'll just email it.
I do. Well, it won't be next month. My play I'm in is on the fourth
Oh, okay.
Sunday, but the following month, March, I'll be putting in.
Okay.
And hopefully, if I put in with someone, the playwright shows up.
Yes.
But,
And what's
answers my request.
What's the play you're in?
It's called A Person Play. It's one of the one acts we're
Oh.
doing.
All right.
It's a very nice, it's clever piece.
Cool.
I wanted to play the angel, the lead, but I get the father who comes to life in heaven to say if this person was a good daughter or not. We'll be the judge of that. Well, she was this and this, and it's cute.
All right. Did you need to go, Trisha?
Yeah, my son has decided a teenager start arguing with my husband, and so I'm going to go interfere with that.
Can't your husband
Okay.
do that?
When you all are snowed in together, he can't get to, there you go. All right,
Thank you
I'll
for
see
your
you
help,
next
Tricia.
month.
Thank
Bye.
you for your help, Tricia. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.